Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for the 13th to the 19th of April. Hoping you're well. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, but we're going to see what comes up for you, and hopefully you can get something from it. So, isn't it impressive just how much, everyone's pulled together in this time, and, how lucky are we and how blessed are we to really be able to see how magical we are as human beings and as a human race. And, if we doubted people's integrity and wanting to do the right thing, it certainly has been shown that we are prepared to pull in together and to look after one another and to make the necessary adjustments in order to keep everyone safe. Which is beautiful. So the overall energy for your reading, Gemini, is spiritual career. So are you looking to starting a spiritual career there, Gemini, or do you already have one going and you're focusing on this at that time? And we've certainly got time, haven't we, if you're not working from home, to be able to look into that. So yes, you definitely got the crown chakra there is been activated, and love coming through in here. We have nature, so is your spiritual career to do with earth healing, or doing that sort of guardians of the earth work. This could also be that you are looking at the patterns of nature and the cycles and the way things build and come back down and build up again. So that is that cycle of nature, which is really beautiful to see, and certainly indicative of what we're going through at the moment. So yeah, how exciting, her spiritual career there in your reading. So here we have the Ace of Pipes. Yes, so you're getting a lot of messages from Spirit and you've been able to pull all that together. So there's a lot of information coming through at the moment, Gemini, which will be very useful for you. You've got your peace pipe out there, so there is that element of meditation of going into a different mind space, like astral traveling and just collecting up some spiritual wisdom. And here you have the Six of Pipes. So, there is that. Oh, how beautiful is that? So, we've got nature there again, haven't we? So that's connecting to the earth. There is a lot of earth work going on there. You may be, connecting with the animal side and just really, finding the joy that comes from an animal and how it represents, the ability to be, to be part of a group, of a collective, of the life cycle, because the animal always, doesn't do anything without a purpose. And, with the Six of Pipes, this is where you are victorious in the fact that you have been maybe having challenging times happening for you, but you're able to sort of see the joy that is around you, and she's got a look of contemplation on her face. So it is that, this is what has been coming towards you. So this is really, your own sort of energy that is bringing through that spiritual, earthy, understanding and energy, which is beautiful. And here is your thoughts, your mindset, and so you're looking at a relationship change. Now, this could be a relationship change with yourself, it could be a relationship change with another or a group, but it really, the beauty of it is that it's coming from the heart space there, Gemini, and the blue is that you're able to speak, how you feel. So there's that honesty and openness from the Six, and there's that freedom and change, so wanting to change the way things are coming, to fruition for you. So you're manifesting this relationship change, and because that's what you're aiming for in your mind. And you here have the Eight of Stones, so you are working very diligently. This is you wanting to just keep putting in the effort and just really making sure that you are collecting up everything you need for this. So if this is to do with your spiritual career, you are making sure that you are, you have all the resources that you need. And if it's to do with a spiritual career, then your relationship change will be that you've gone from being, the student to the teacher potentially. And here, this is you, so compassion, yes. So look at that colour, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah. Compassion is being able to sort of deal with people in a way that's non-judgmental. So that's and having an unconditional way about you, and you really need to do that if you're you have a spiritual career, or you're going down the spiritual path. You really need to be able to sort of divorce yourself from any feelings of judgment or expectations, because everyone is doing what they're doing based on where they've come from, what has been instilled into them. And you can't judge a person by what they're doing. You can just help them along on their journey. And you're looking for that too. So you're wanting to have that spiritual connection, have that spiritual energy coming through, but you also want to be practical about it as well. And this is definitely what you need, especially in a spiritual career there, Gemini, because you can be all up in your head and up in the skies, and just sort of not really connecting on a heart level. And that, as you come back down into the heart level, then you're able to see things from a better, from a more practical point of view, and you are able to sort of not be in two extremes. So you're not completely, just daydreaming and in fairyland. There's part of you that remains practical, that knows what you need to do, that needs to be quite sensible. It is, with spiritual work, you have to be quite sensible, and you have to have your head screwed on. But with you in the past there for you, Gemini, you've got karmic completion here. This is beautiful, because this means that you have done because when we come into this life with karmic contracts, okay? And so they may be with a person, they may be with a situation, but it's something that has been left over from a past life. It has to be remedied, it has to be resolved, and it could be that it lasts another lifetime. Not all things are resolved straight away, but this is saying that whatever this contract was, that it has been resolved. You've got the completion number there, and you're going into a new phase. Now, the Five of Stones is that, this has meant that you may have had to have withdrawn from maybe, especially if you're going down a career in spirituality, a spiritual career down that path. Gemini is that, there is a time when you have to withdraw from all the worldly sort of, and not completely, you're still allowed to have fun, you're still allowed to do, things that you used to do, but you may find that they have, it has tapered off the need to be doing those, because that has, creates a lowering in your vibration, and so you just got to keep that under control and see what fits best for you. And here, yes, so with all this sort of evolving and getting ready, and working at getting into that right position to launch into your next project, into your next step on your journey, then you need to take this time out, and you've got the 3 and 7, which is 10, and that's that you have come to that completion. So you have to take the time to really recharge and renew and refuel and refresh yourself, so just bear that in mind there, Gemini, that's definitely something that's going to be just immediately coming up for you. You have the Emperor here, so command. So yes, make sure that you ask for what you want. Make sure that you are the one leading, your journey and your way of thinking. So it's good to have people's input, and it's good to to look at other things. But when you're doing the work that you're doing, you need to really have a strong idea of how it looks and how it's going to be, and it helps to stick to that, because if you don't stick to it, then it becomes a little bit chaotic and the energy changes on it. You have the 4 here, so the 4 is about that firm foundations, that the building structure and all that sort of thing. So just you keep a rein on that, and don't let anybody else take it from you. So this is you, Gemini. You are the leader. You have leadership. You are going to, guide people. You're going to sort of, take people forward. You're going to, people are going to look to you for guidance and for wisdom and understanding, and this is a very powerful position to be in, but this is one that you can do as long as you don't let the extremes come in at all, and that you just keep yourself grounded. And that's where that nature will come in too. If you go back to this, to connecting with nature, to coming back down to earth. Now here we have the power number 8 and the 1. So yes, you will be bringing some power to others. So that 1 is, for me, if it's the second number, then it means it's for others. So you're powerful because you're the leader, but you will also be, that power you will be giving to others, and that's part of what your journey is. And then you have the 8 of Pipes. So the 8 of Pipes, so here we have, you've created what you've needed to create, you've set that boundaries, you've set that base, and now you're on your way, you're on to an adventure. And yes, it may feel like you are, sort of, you're all, she's all armoured up, she's all ready to go, she has her shield, she has her wand, because you are moving out, you are going out into the community, maybe, and maybe it's an online sort of thing that you're doing, but you really are putting yourself forward and stepping out. And so, you are prepared for that, which is great. And how you fit into it is that your environment, yes, so you're continuing to build a very stable environment where you are, and that's where you're going to get your stability from, because when we do the sort of work that you're looking at doing, then when you come, you've got to have that base to come back to, that you feel, that stability. And, 4 and 4 is 8, so you've got the power. So that has to be your power station. You come back to this particular place, whatever it is, it might be, your man cave, your lady cave, your, even just, somewhere where you go and sit. But that's your environment will be, you'll be going there to recharge. And then you've got the 3 of Stones. So here we have again that, that generosity, that giving to others. So you will not be judgmental at all there, Gemini, because you're willing to offer whatever you've got to give to, a stranger that you meet on the roadway, and you're wanting to share and give all, everything that you have, the resources that you have, that will, help another person. So beautiful. Beautiful. It's really good. It's really, really good. And here we have this is your hopes and fears, but your hope is that you'll be able to communicate with others, and that you have, this is a master number 33, and you have all the other 2 master numbers there, the 11 and the 22. And so they're all combining into one. And this is called the Master Teacher. So we're on the same track. This is all about leadership. This is all about teaching. This is all about communicating with others. So you're going to be communicating differently, because this is what you're looking for. This is what you're hoping for. And with the Goddess number 3, you're manifesting. So that's great. And then Power Lodge of the Pipes. Yes, look at that. Taking your wisdom and sending it out. You're wanting everyone to be on the same page. You're wanting to communicate. You're wanting to get it out there. So, from your place of that spiritual wisdom and understanding, you're wanting to really share that knowledge. Well, let's see what the outcome is then. Oh, financial discipline. Okay, so what this would say to me is that because quite often it's a niche market. You may not necessarily at the beginning have people lining up down the road for your services. You may have to perhaps be doing something else while you're doing your you're looking at your spiritual career. You may be sort of still doing some part-time work. you will need to perhaps, watch your, watch your money and how you spend just initially. But the thing is that when you know that this is all coming from a heart space, and that there's love, there's that loving energy for, with the pink, is that, this will all work out in your favor, because you won't be needing, everything that you maybe thought you needed in the past. And there will also be, because there will be people that are going to be generous towards you, and you will be receiving, this love and this generosity from others as well, because they'll appreciate what you're doing. Now here we have the eagle, and these cards are coming out quite a lot in this reading, so that's really good that, there's a lot of people in the same energy at the moment, which is great, because we can all help each other and sort of just support each other. And here you have the totem of pipes for the eagle, the flies. So you're really getting an elevated view there, Gemini. You're able to see what's going on. You're able to get, to make decisions based on 2020 vision, because you're able to see from a very high perspective. You're also going to be getting a lot of messages from Spirit as well coming through. So you are in a prime position to be able to do whatever you need to do. Lovely. That's really awesome. I love that, because, we need more and more light workers. We need more and more people out there, just communicating and sharing their wisdom and their love. And, it really does warm my heart to know that people care, that people want to see others, do well and prosper and evolve. To me, it's all about evolving. Staying stuck is not a pretty place to be, but sometimes it's useful, and we can learn a lot by it too. So the last card, see what archangel that is going to be with you. See what angel is going to be walking with you this week. You can never get enough support. Okay, so a new start is coming. Yes, so that is it. So that's it in a nutshell. You got the new moon, you got the new start. And it is coming, and you are going to be prepared by what we saw with the other cards. So no problems there, Gemini. Beautiful. And then intuition. So you're really going to be calling on your intuition, because you're going to be listening. You're going to be, you have to have a lot of faith. When you're doing spiritual work, you have to have a lot of faith that what you're hearing and what you're feeling, what you're giving out, is actually nothing to do with you. That it is coming from Spirit. That it is, it is something that is meant to be given, and you've really got to have a lot of faith in yourself, and by having the intuition to know the difference is really going to have you in good stead. You got the 3 and the 6 there, which is 9. So 9 is about community. It is about reaching out to others, and you've got the goddess energy, so you've definitely got the the ability to manifest and pull in everything that you need. And you've got the 6, which is, to me, honesty. So and that truth and order. So you're able to give honest advice and know that it really is a reason for it. And here you have Metatron, so divine intelligence. Oh my goodness. So, whoa, you couldn't get any better than that, to be perfectly honest, because it's divine and it's intelligence. So, wow, all that learning. You're going to get so much learning coming through there, Gemini. You're going to get so much help from Spirit, from your guides, from your guardians. That's just so, in the angels. That's so exciting, because you are going to just soar. Wow. We've got busy time coming up ahead then, and it's really great. So you just have a lot of belief in yourself there, and you'll be fine. So have a good week. Stay safe, stay sane, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye.